video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I am your host, Edward Anderson. Have y'all come in here a little bit. Y'all see the title, you know it's serious when I title the video. This is like day 2 going on day 3 of this situation. I've been seeing a lot of videos, a lot of takes. Let me know if y'all want me to. I definitely got an idea. It's actually 2 things I want to talk about, and I'll briefly talk about it, but I'm probably going to talk about it a lot deeper in the Patreon, because it's not something I really want to talk about publicly. And that has to do with Christian Rock and oh man. But Charlie Kirk, you know, I'm about to start calling him CK just to you know, algorithm. But I was listening to the Dumper, shout out to him, and apparently people lost their mind, you know, on his stuff. You know, he had a take, and his take was basically so it's not good to celebrate somebody's death like this, like, and this is, and he don't mess. I mean, he said straight up Charlie Kirk was a white supremacist. But you got black people just losing their mind. And he did another video talking about the emotions and the emotionality people have, the emotional arguments people make. And one thing that I don't respect is, I just got to tell you something straight up. When you all don't, like, you don't have the right to say you're intelligent. When people say stuff and you all just get so, I'm talking about particularly men, but also women too. When you all get so emotional, and ironically, I've had a conversation with somebody, you know who you are, and I talked to him via Facebook Messengers. 2 people I talked to via Facebook Messenger mainly. And he was talking about how a lot of these discussions used to be had in college, at the high end of college, when you're students, because when you're writing policy, and BGS, by the way, is alluded to this too. You have to have these conversations because you have to understand how these conversations affect people. So if you're in the rooms that are writing policy or voting on policy, or you're crafting what policy should be, or debating like where things should be going, these things, you have to go here with these things, because you have to really live in how these whatever, they can treat it how they want to treat it. They can treat it how they want to treat it. They can kiss my ass and suck my dick. My opinion is my opinion. I mean, you're not gonna say Charlie Kirk didn't give his fucking opinion, no matter what the fuck that was. I mean, let's keep it all the way real. Charlie Kirk said some shit that, number one, notice how a lot of the shit Charlie Kirk said, he was never on mainstream television saying. That's number one. And number 2, like, they can treat Charlie Kirk however they want to treat it. They can do that however they want to treat it. I'm going to tell you right now, Charlie Kirk is not the hill to die on. Charlie Kirk is not the hill to die on. He's really not. He's not the hill to die on. And I don't say that unironically. I say that as very serious as I mean it. Charlie Kirk is not the hill to die on. The reason why they want to try to make Charlie Kirk a martyr is because white people are trying to, the white people that fit this bill, because there's a lot of white people that don't fuck with Charlie Kirk, a lot of middle of the roaders that don't fuck with Charlie Kirk, and are very disgusted and appalled by the shit that Charlie Kirk has to say. And I actually think that Charlie Kirk definitely deserves for his message to be presented as raw as it was, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it be judged straight up. But the white people that want to support Charlie Kirk already know what time it is, which is why they got to clean up Charlie Kirk's image. Y'all wouldn't have to clean up his image if Charlie Kirk didn't have an image that wasn't saying stuff that was beyond the pale. And quite frankly, I'm gonna keep it real. Anybody like Shaq and anybody that took pictures with Charlie Kirk, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm looking at you side eye. Because it's like, do you not know who the fuck you all are being presented to take pictures with? Do you not know that? Just like how I got a side-eye Kanye West when it comes to Nick Fuentes, I got a side-eye a lot of people that Charlie Kirk took pictures with. All of y'all can't say y'all didn't know who this guy is. Oh, he's just a random white man that wanted a picture. Then y'all need to hold accountable to, because I know Charlie didn't just walk up to y'all. Y'all allowed yourselves to be used as ways to clean up his image. Y'all might as well be sat with a KKK member and be smiling with him. But that's not what I'm gonna talk about right now. I'm gonna get to that though. But a lot of people that's calling other black people coons, and y'all are getting so emotional. Yo, man, I'm the type of person that I'll say something that'll make you want to pack yourself up. I'm that type of person. My thing is, you all are too grown to be having such emotional outbursts to where you all lose your mind to that extent. I know what Charlie Kirk was saying. I don't like the fact that they compare to Martin Luther King. Truth be told, if you all are going to be a little bit more accurate, even though I don't want to disrespect Malcolm X, it would have been a better comparison comparing him to Malcolm X as far as his style. But this just goes to show you, I mean, we already know how historical white people are. A lot of these white people don't know shit because they actually think they're the heroes of their own story. And that's part of the problem, because they are very vulnerable to people gaslighting. White people are very vulnerable to gaslighting because they want to believe that they're the heroes of their own story so bad. But whatever, that's another story for another day. But a lot of y'all, it's like y'all are calling people names because y'all having these emotional outtakes. You all are not intelligent. Because one of the key things to intelligence is to have emotional control. Some people call this emotional intelligence, and it technically is, but a lot of y'all get so angry about shit. I've said this in my own Discord, and I'm gonna say this here. Fuck you and your anger. Truth be told, a lot of y'all have not been directly affected enough to be that fucking angry. And the reason why I'm saying this is because your anger is useless. All it is a powder keg that is going to explode on the other black people around you. And I'm not talking about people in my Discord. I'm just talking about in general. A lot of people like to explode on black men because, you know, there's going to be not a lot of consequences. So black men end up having to pay for the sins of everybody else. And that's why when people walk around like huffing and puffing all the fucking time, everybody got something to be angry about. Everybody got something to be angry about. It's the same thing with white folks. White folks think they're just as justified in their anger. You see what they did online the other day. Fuck all of y'all. Same thing with women. Women are out here catching emotionally transmitted diseases because they're angry off of what happened with somebody else. Fuck all of y'all and your anger. I had somebody troll me with my dead mama, and y'all didn't see me lose my mind like that. And that shit just happened. Literally year one. Literally within 90 days. Somebody was in my Discord, and they basically shared my Discord link. And I kind of have an idea who that was. Which, by the way, they're too much of a coward to ever admit that that's what they did. And let people get in my Discord and take my picture and then share it. Y'all don't see me getting that angry. Y'all can kiss my ass with your anger. You can take that anger and shove it up your ass. And I mean that for women, white people, even black men. A lot of this anger is useless. You all don't direct it where you need to. White people need to be angry at the elites. They're cowards. Black men need to be angry at women for basically being race traitors. But they're cowards. But black women need to be angry at white women for selling them out. But they're cowards. Fuck you and your anger. These people think your anger is justified. No, it's not. Fuck you. If you're that angry, go pack yourself up. That's what I think about a lot of y'all in this over-emotionalism and shit like that. If you cannot logically put your shit together, then go to hell. Your shit don't matter. And I've told people this to their face. And they wanting to do something. I'm like, do something. You that mad? Because it's like irrational. He said, truth is, one of us is wrong. Right and wrong is a matter of perspective. Thunder. And that's why I always say, I can't stand a righteous nigga. Because a righteous nigga thinks he's right even when he's full of shit. A righteous nigga, would say, if you date outside your race, you hate your people and completely ignore the cultural issue and the matriarchal issue. So you can keep that righteous shit. A righteous nigga is some of the most evilest acts ever known to man have been done by people that think they're righteous. You can keep that too. The problem is one of us is wrong. It's a matter of perspective. You see how do you believe that white people believe Charlie Kirk is wrong? Do you believe that? Just because right and wrong is a matter of perspective combined with your ability to enforce it. And that's something black men need to understand. And it's not just the ability, it's also the willingness to enforce it. And the problem with black men is black men think it's enough to be right. It's not enough. It's not enough to be righteous. Just because you're on the right side doesn't mean shit. This is why black men are always paying for everybody else's sins. It's not enough to be right. Irony, thy name is Charlie. Yeah, shout out to Landon. And so a lot of this shit, even from like a marketing standpoint, dudes and look, I agree. Some takes I don't agree with. Like, people getting up here kissing. A lot of people are doing the tea leaves, content creators, and they want to, like, I'm going to tell you right now, Charlie is not an American hero. And anybody that believes that, I will happily bait you on that. Charlie is not an American hero. Charlie did not serve his country. Charlie is a rich boy that rather than raising his family wanted to evangelize using hate. And he didn't lie, and he lied on a lot of stuff. That 1350% is a lie. There's a lot of things he said that he knew wasn't true. For him to sit here and say Martin Luther King it's ironic that you compare him to a figure. Charlie Kirk would be offended at being compared to Martin Luther King. But you got white people doing that because white people are stupid. You all have no fucking idea who Martin Luther King is. That's why y'all trying to compare him to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a Christian white national. He's a white supremacist masquerading as a Christian white national. A white ethno-state motherfucker. That's who he was. With a silver spoon in his mouth. That's who Charlie Kirk was. And everybody is sitting here, for content creators, especially the black ones that are putting their tea leaves. Understand, man, everybody sees everything. Y'all are trying to be on the right side of what? These people hate you. They're not going to allow. Amazing Lucas learned that the hard way. The people that are like that, they hate you. They blame you for everything. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. Dr. Thunder is our resident kind of Orthodox Christian expert. Somehow flunked out of college but worth $12 million. Kirk was not going to become the next Trump. Kirk doesn't have enough charisma. Number one, Kirk doesn't have enough political power. MAGA, understand, MAGA ain't real. Like, once Trump is done, because truth be told, JD Vance is not MAGA like that. JD Vance is a regular conservative Republican. JD Vance ain't MAGA like that. Trump isn't a cult of personality. MAGA is a cult of personality under Trump. Once that does, that's gonna fade. It's gonna be diluted through a lot of different people. So no, Trump was not gonna be Kirk was not gonna be the next Trump. He was not gonna be the next Trump. He may be the next dude like a Heritage Foundation, maybe, but he's not going to be the next Trump. Because the truth is, Kirk was not about solving problems. Kirk was a culture warrior. Kirk wasn't about solving real problems. Because as soon as Kirk would have had to solve real problems, even for white people, that would have had him go up against the corporations, which they wouldn't allow. Of course, Kirk, one of the main reasons he only debated college students, because if he would have debated anybody else, they would have made him look stupid. College students out-debated him quite a few times. They are. A lot of them are. And white people know a lot of white people are stupid. When they get emotional like that, because there's a lot of stuff they don't say, like the internal white politics. And this is an expose. If you know, like, this is an expose, and white, like, even who shot him, that's a white conservative. But white people aren't violent, right? Charlie Kirk was a victim of white-on-white crime. And Charlie Kirk was, like, at least when black people kill each other, black people got a better reason to do it. Money, bitches. Shout out to Mr. Sanzi. Make sure you support the Cash App. Max, an excellent 1330 is saying all black people commit crime. Absolutely. That's literally what he's saying. I get it. 13% of the population commits 50. First of all, it's 50% of a crime according to who's charged. Just like I can say it's mainly white people on roadblocks fucking kids. But Charlie Kirk, I said this to somebody else. Have you noticed, like, if anybody knows about, like, the roadblock situation, which is basically like an open air, you know, child fucking, like, platform, pretty much. Do you notice that you've never heard one conservative mention Roblox? I don't think you've heard any liberals. Nobody mentions white people don't mention Roblox. You know why? Because it's mainly white people getting caught up on Roblox. White people cover up their own crime. And you see it manifest. That's what that man versus bear shit was about. White women getting tired of covering up white men's crimes. Charlie Kirk wasn't a voice of a generation. Charlie Kirk was one of many voices. A lot of people don't even know who the fuck Charlie Kirk is. Nick Fuentes was just as big as Charlie Kirk. You don't say Nick Fuentes is the voice of a generation. No, it's not a good comparison. So I guess we're supposed to give Charlie Kirk a holiday, right? Most white people don't even know who the fuck Charlie Kirk is. Anybody saying that Martin Luther King loves nobodies is going to get blocked just automatically. Because number one, that was never proven. Number two, that was white people propaganda. Because they had to dirty up his name somehow, right? That was never proven. And so that's just rumor mill. So if I see it, you're gone. In fact, anybody that sees that, ban them. Up all you want to, but the fact that people are trying to scrub, I'm not saying, I don't think Charlie Kirk deserved to die. I put Charlie Kirk in the same place I put Cynthia G in. I hope he got real big, so everybody can't lie about the white supremacists. I wanted Charlie Kirk to get 1 million YouTube followers, so everybody can be very for real about what we're dealing with. That's like with Cynthia G. Do I wish death on her? No. I want her to get 1 million followers. That way we can't lie about what we're dealing with. People can't pretend that, oh, it's not that bad. That's what I wish for them. I wish for people like that to get as much success and notoriety as they want. That's what I want from them. That's what I wish for them. I want their message to get out there. That way people can't pretend that people are just making this up. Just like with Cynthia G. That's what I wish on these people. I wish these people with these messages to get out there and have everybody that needs to hear it, hear it. That's what I wish for them. And I'm on record saying that. When Cynthia G said abort black male babies, I hope she gets 1 million YouTube followers. That's who I am. And y'all know I said that back then, so y'all know I'm not just saying it for a hot take. Shout out to Allenville with the $5. Y'all scared. Y'all think y'all want to shut people down. No, I want it to be out there. That way people can't lie. I want them to stop lying. I want them to say how they really feel as raw as they feel it. Let that white supremacy flow. That way black people can't be cowards. You either gotta stay on your ass, sit your ass down, or deal with it. Black women want to lie, all white men. I mean, you got fucking with all the stuff Charlie Kirk said. You got Candace Owens. That's my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. Oh my God. Oh, like, I want it out. Y'all be on some, stop talking. Stop talking. No, no, no. I want it out. I want that shit out there. I want the line to be clear as clear. Shout out to Daniel W. I wish you nothing but unhappiness in your life. I wish you nothing but unhappiness. I wish you nothing but unhappiness. Bitch ass Spider-Man 3. Dear God, I come to you as a humble man. I ask you one wish. I need you to kill Peter Parker. Oh my God. Ah. That's you, Daniel. You to you. A white man in the United States of America wishing for the death, wishing for unhappiness. How the mighty have fallen. What else trolls we got in here? You're a piece of shit from Thrax. You're a piece. It's Sunday. Y'all got all this shit to do. I'm getting a couple dollars doing this. You're a piece of shit, but I forgive you. And you notice how these bitch ass motherfuckers, these weak ass cowards, you notice how they actually can't say where I'm incorrect? I guess they just saw the title. Charlie Kirk is not an American hero, and it's a disrespect to anybody that's ever served this country, and bled for this country, to call Charlie Kirk an American hero. Charlie Kirk let me tell you who Charlie Kirk is. Charlie Kirk would be the coward basically lynching motherfuckers after Sunday. A black man actually took a bullet for you white boys in World War II. That's who Charlie Kirk is. That ain't serving for his country. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Yeah, gun deaths are needed to keep the Second Amendment. Now, if somebody would have asked him, would you be willing to die for the Second Amendment? I bet you he wouldn't say yes. I'm all for Kirk's freedom of speech. And y'all know I'm on record saying stuff like, I'm on record saying that people that spew out hate need to be seen. Because that way people can't hide. The more their message is promoted, the more, because see, people can't pretend they didn't know he said that shit. So that's telling you a lot of white people believe that shit. But black people like to live in this mindset, like, do you understand how fucking, like Kai Cenat caught a lot of heat because Kai Cenat wouldn't speak on, because he didn't know. Do you understand how
Vehicle on
do you understand how fucking stupid you gotta be to say racism is a thing of the past when people like Charlie Kirk was active? You're still saying this in 2025? Racism isn't here anymore. Oh my God, like, you stupid motherfucker. And I'm talking about black people on that. How are we still talking about this in 2025? That ain't teaching y'all in school. You got people like him, Nick, dead ass active and flowing, and got massive audiences. These conservatives don't even hide it. And look, liberals are racist as fuck too. Oh, don't think I'm letting y'all motherfuckers off the hook. It ain't just the conservatives. Y'all play off of them. Y'all are racist as fuck too.
Watch out.
That
Vehicle on shoulder.
Yeah, you know, I used to be racist, but then I corrected my character. No, motherfucker, no, you piece of shit. You're racist too. Even though you calling white boys out for fun, you're just as racist. You ain't never really had penance for your shit. You can tell you're not really guilty about it. You just saw the illogic of it, and you saw there was a bag in calling out conservatives and Brett too. But you're still a racist piece of shit. Dean is just as bad as Charlie. You try to act like you're not, though. That's the question brothers don't want to ask. What's the difference between Kirk? There is no difference. There is no difference. Kirk said trans people should not get guns. He can say a lot of shit. Trans people have a right to get guns just like anybody else. Oh yeah, I want to see what these trolls got to say. All these bitch ass. Oh, I titled it on purpose to see you hoes come in here. I knew you hoes would come here emotional as fuck. Kirk is not a man of God. Kirk is in hell right now. By the way, I got a question. What in the Bible did Kirk give me an example of what was in the Bible that Kirk promoted? Kirk is a white nationalist masquerading as a Christian. And I know white people don't understand the difference. I I get that. But give me an example. Any of you all coming in here, give me an example of something that Kirk promoted that was in line with Jesus Christ, other than white family formation. Outside of that, what is something that Charlie Kirk promoted? Give me an example. Give me any example. Give me an example of something Charlie Kirk promoted that was in line with the teachings of Jesus Christ.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Give me that example, because I'm going to tell you, I ain't seen that on the internet. I haven't seen that. I hear a lot of y'all speaking in ambiguity and ambiguous terms. He's a man of God. He's a Christian. You mean he's a white man? I know there's a lot of different ways to say he's a white man and fought for white power. But you all are basically saying he's a white supremacist or a white nationalist, and y'all just cloak it behind that man of God. I would respect y'all more if y'all just told the truth. You think the Pope would co-sign what Charlie Kirk was saying? You think Charlie Kirk got more authority than the Pope? What pastor would co-sign a lot of the shit that Charlie Kirk was saying? I mean, I wish y'all would just be honest. Kirk was a white man to represent white values, white nationalism, and white power, and that's why y'all like him. Just say that. At least Nick is honest. Nick is honest. Kirk cloaks his shit around the Bible. You think God believes black people are supposed to be slaves because of crime? You think just because white men don't consider shit crimes doesn't mean God does it? I'm a piece of shit for what? For telling the truth? I'm just speaking on what Kirky said. You can be upset all you want to. That don't change shit. Of course our parents are Caribbean. That's why they're slaves. Oh, the trolls can be in here today. John, you need to watch the whole video, not to take a few words out of context. Don't just repeat what you heard. Go listen to the whole thing yourself. I haven't seen this John. Who is John? Y'all keep mentioning John. Y'all in you're a loser, Mike Frost loser. You're losers being in comment section in chats talking about somebody's a loser. Why don't y'all go into Nick Fuentes' chat? Because he pretty much called for what actually happened. But y'all won't do that. Loser! Idiot, you're a piece of shit! Ah! Do you go to church? Most white people don't go to church. What are you talking about? Do you go to church? Do you even go to church? What are you talking about? Have you? I've read the Bible from cover to cover multiple times. Have you? Have you? Again, notice how they use the church to cloak. These motherfuckers aren't real Christians. They're white nationalists masquerading as Christians. The churches are the most segregated of any of the institutions. There's a reason for that. church, huh? Huh? I wish y'all would be honest about y'all white nationalism and stop fucking hiding behind Jesus Christ. Do y'all realize y'all use God? Y'all realize y'all use God's name in vain every day that you all do that shit? You all are not real Christians. You all are just as Christian as the Scientologists or the Mormons. Your real cult is white supremacy. And I wish y'all would be honest about that. I will respect you more. I don't hate Candace Owens. I don't hate Charlie. Yeah. All these little fucking incel trolls ain't got nothing to say other than you're a loser. I don't like you. Why are you saying this? Oh my god. I noticed that y'all are not promoting on social media the positive shit he said. Y'all are promoting on social media all of the y'all are trying to cover up all the other shit that he said. Like, motherfuckers can't give me one positive thing that he said. You notice that? Like, online, you don't hear nothing positive that he said. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. In case y'all don't like this, go to hell. Fuck you. You know I'm right. Prove me wrong. I dare you actually put an actual intelligent comment in the comment section other than y'all just crying. And don't let these white people get you that angry. They're not worth it. Anyway, Edward signing off.